IMD.
Okay, it's streaming and recording this time, which is good.
Cool.
Alright, yeah, we're good.
Oh, I thought you were starting us off.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Sorry, I was talking to myself, because I haven't done this before. So,
You're
welcome.
hyping yourself up.
Welcome, guys, to Adventures for Beginners, Session 25. We had an unfortunate accident. Last session did not save on Twitch, apparently. And I think we're all pretty bummed, because I think that was probably the best session
It
yet.
was a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah.
That is sad.
We'll go over the results of last session.
Yeah, we'll go over it. Moving forward, I think we're going to try recording a backup copy just in case this happens again. And I don't know, maybe I can upload that directly to Twitch or something. But anyways, welcome. This is session 25, and we're going to do a little once around the cast before we get started. So, first up, Allison. Allison
me.
plays Amrith, our cleric of the party. What is the coolest...
Cleric of Coralon Larethian.
Cleric of Coralon Larethian. Amrith loves her god very much.
Yes, absolutely.
What is
Important, man.
what is the coolest thing you've done this week?
In character? Or out of character?
Out of character.
Out of character.
Out of
Real
character.
life.
You,
character. Oh my
Allison,
god, I've been
not
sick
Amrith.
for the past like 4 days.
That's terrible.
But in my D&D session yesterday, we're getting closer to bringing. We have a little baby dragon with us, and he loves our rogue, and his name is Henry. He's a little black dragon who spits acid, so he's not really that cute. But we're bringing him back to his daddy. And
That
it-
can only turn out well.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
yeah, and Big Daddy Black Dragon happens to live in what used to be a shrine to my other cleric's god, so Lathander / Amonitor. So, a bunch of people desecrating a temple of my god, not very happy in character there, so yeah. Yeah.
I would respectfully recommend you let him know politely about the desecration.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything to the dragon. One of the other players, he's technically my brother because we're both tieflings, and he speaks Draconic. I do not, so he's going to be doing the talking, and hopefully he doesn't get us all killed at level
Hopefully
2
he doesn't.
or 3.
How the heck did you track down a baby dragon at level 2?
We found a dragon's egg with a bunch of hillbilly half-orcs, and then the rope touched it, and then it hatched, and now it's attached to her, and it's like a golden retriever, so...
So you actually hatched it.
Yeah, by accident.
Wow.
Wait, is this D&D next or?
D&D next, yeah. So,
Oh, you're playing. Oh, Dragon Spear.
I have
What
no
it is.
idea what it is, actually. I don't know. I can't remember.
I think I know which one you're fighting because I had a little black.
You know.
Wait, is it the black
No
dragon?
spoilers.
No spoilers.
Alright,
Was it the black dragon?
Okay. So good luck with that. Hope you guys don't die. And our mystery
You too.
player, Josh. Josh played Orin in the past. Right now we're not sure who he is. But you can see all his mystery marks, question marks on his character. Josh, what have you been up to? What's the coolest thing you've done this last week?
Let's see. I had my character killed. I said my other character killed actually.
Really?
In different campaign, yeah. Let's just say.
You had a
Medusa's.
bad week.
I sort of. This one was self-inflicted because I rolled really bad. Because as a monk, my will save is actually really good, and I still choked the roll and got petrified. And because our necromancer did something really stupid with the interacting with the plane of shadows, and I'm pretty sure he's almost on the verge of killing himself. He actually saved me and another player from being petrified. So. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Like, I was halfway through making a new character before he actually did that. I'm like, oh, well, that was cool.
Alright.
You just don't like your
Wow.
characters, do you?
It's not my fault. We were
bad
like
luck.
sneaking around, and then the Medusa just comes literally through the door and like literally hear click, door open, and there's a Medusa right there.
So bad luck in the D&D world.
Sort of.
Or
Yeah.
good luck, I don't know, depending on how you wanna spin it.
Oh, it died. So good luck, I guess.
Jimmy plays our bard Durian, otherwise known as Eastern Asian fruit. Is that what it is?
Dude, it's an extremely popular fruit in like China and Southeast Asia, Japan.
And it smells awful.
It's
Just like
literally-
Oh, that's right. The smelly
No,
fruit.
it smells like rotting meat. In fact, that's how. Yeah, well, this is kind of jumping into my like coolest thing of the week. But
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
story of the hour is that the durian fruit smells like rotting meat because supposedly it'd be like attract large carnivores like tigers, and that's how the seed would get laid.
Wow.
After
That's how the
pooping.
seed would get laid.
Yeah.
That sounds hilarious.
I had to poop.
So, but cool things that have happened to me this week. I don't play in any other campaign, so I've been watching.
So you need to catch up on roleplay.
Yeah, right. I do.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
rewatching The West Wing. That's been my
Oh.
week.
Nice.
And puppy all the time, because I'm a bachelor for a little while in the house because my fiance is on a long business trip.
Cool. West Wing's a good show.
Yeah, right. It's so good. Not as good. I never watched the later seasons, and it's not as good as which I expected, but it's definitely not as good in the last two seasons.
It went downhill a bit.
Well, Aaron Sorkin left his lead writer to go do other
Oh, that's
things,
right.
and so once he left, it lacks a certain whatever.
I remember the famous map episode.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite episodes, I think.
nerd.
Well,
Anyway,
we are streaming our Dungeons and Dragons game. So
there you go. So,
Yeah.
Travis is our DM.
Yes.
He causes rocks to fall and people to get sick and people to get hit by arrows at night.
Yep.
Travis, what have you been up? You took a trip vacation this weekend?
Yeah, I went up with a group of friends to Wisconsin Dells, which is America's water park capital of the world. Being that it's winter in
in
middle Wisconsin, we went to a place with an indoor water park, which seemed
Nice.
seemed like it was a smarter idea.
That's awesome.
But yeah, went there, hung out. Our room had like 3 bedrooms and a hot tub inside the hotel room,
Wow.
and yeah, it was a really fun time. There's a bunch of people I hadn't seen in a while, so
Well, that's fun.
Nice.
yeah, it was cool to catch up and consume a few beverages.
Just a few.
Just a few, drinking responsibly.
There you go.
Yes, as you should.
Make it trip guy, folks. Lessons for today.
So, is that everyone? Kevin, what the hell have you been
Kevin!
up
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yes, our lovely host.
Not properly recording
I
our
play Caven.
sessions.
And I was that the first time I blacked out was last week.
Oh, was it? Kevin? I obviously haven't
Welcome
been
to
hitting
real
you
life, Kate.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry,
haven't been
in
hitting
game,
you with
not
enough
me.
things.
Caven, not me.
You're talking about-
Yeah, this week was the first time I blacked out. It was
I
awesome.
was like, Jesus.
No, my character. The
Okay.
the coolest thing I this last week.
I learned how to black out. That's the cool thing I did.
The coolest thing this last week was did any of you guys read Animorphs growing up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I stumbled upon this project to turn Animorphs into audiobooks, and it's all community driven. So it's random people getting together, and this one guy organizes it. And I sent in an audition, and I got a part to be in the Animorph audiobook project.
No way. That's so
pretty
good.
Oh,
What
that's
character are you gonna be?
I play
I'd have to remember the character.
I play Vice Principal Chapman, the bad guy, or one of the
Oh,
bad guys.
snap.
So I know.
Practice your
so
evil laugh.
You sound like you could pass for Jake, to be honest.
I
Yeah.
think the guy who's organizing it is Jake.
Ah, of
So,
course.
I mean, yeah, it's his project, so it's fair enough. So, but yeah, it's like, but whatever.
I'm totally posting this link in.
So yeah, I'm gonna play. I kind of wanted a bigger part, but he's kind of a medium-sized part. He doesn't pop in every book, but quite a few. So I'm pretty excited. I think it'll be fun to jump into that.
Oh,
Yeah.
look on the bright side. You have a lot of experience playing an evil character.
I know. So it's I'm excited. Excited. Did you just
Is
look
it
up
gonna-
the audiobook project?
Is that it? Animorphsforum.com.
I think so.
Richard's
I know.
Animorphs Forum. That actually sounds like it might not be it.
Nope. I think it's based
Okay,
there.
but-
I found a posting on the Animorph subreddit.
Cool.
But for good old Reddit. Anyways, I don't know when it'll be done, but if we get a book or two, maybe I'll post a link in chat when we actually get a book recorded. So I'm really pumped about that because I loved Animorphs growing up. Anyways,
I think I have all of the books. I'll have to check next time I go home because I'll probably want to get the ones I don't because they're not really selling them.
No, I definitely think this is it because in one of the posts, this guy goes, "I'm announcing auditions for the roles of Axe, Visser 3, and Chapman."
yep, that's it. I applied for all three, but I got Chapman.
Nice.
I didn't really know how to play an Andalite. I feel like they're not supposed to sound human, so
Yep.
whatever. Anyways, I think we're all done with.
Yeah, take
That's
us
what
away,
we've been doing.
Travis.
Travis, give us a recap of last week for the VOD purpose. And
Yeah, so welcome everyone to session 25
25.
of An Adventure for Beginners. Last we met, we had Orin in a rather precarious situation. He was facing down a black-furred minotaur with the bounty that they were searching for, Tycross Bloodaxe, collapsed on the ground. Orin told Caben, who was the only one with him at the time, to run and get help, and then proceeded to kill Bloodaxe. And unfortunately, that was a fatal move for him. He got attacked by the Minotaur and died. So after the party finally figured out what happened, they followed a few leads, got down to the docks, and discovered the Minotaur and the rest of Bloodaxe's crew trying to chop their boat out of the ice and get into the sea. And the party proceeded to brutally murder the shit out of them.
With the lawful authorities' help.
Yes,
Yes.
with a couple of
You know.
level 2 guard guys, they managed to kill everyone on the boat and
And two
found
more of us-
Bloodaxe's body.
2 more of us fell unconscious. It wasn't,
Yes.
Yes.
It wasn't a
Me
walk in
because
the
I
park.
poisoned myself.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Durian
that's why.
Durian mishandled his poisoned rapier, rolling a 1 and biffing his save and knocking himself unconscious.
Oh god.
And we pick up today. The party has made it back to their inn, and everyone wakes up. Amareth had
Restful sleep?
succeeded. No. Amareth had succeeded her save against the sickness, but she still wakes up fatigued, unfortunately.
Why, Coraline? Why?
My poison was only single use, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Damn it!
It's
That was
gone.
so expensive.
It wasn't that expensive.
It was like 80 gold. Back when I
He
only had like.
negotiated him down a
Expensive
bit.
for Durian.
Yeah.
So you
Um,
guys wake up
And roll for HP.
and roll for HP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We also leveled up.
Yeah. So I need everyone to roll for your HP. So why don't we start with Durian? You roll a d6.
There we go. 81 HP.
81.
Good to go.
That seems slightly higher than normal.
It must be because of the side effects of that.
Come on, guys. 5 or a 6. 5 or a 6. 5 or a 6. 4.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
take it. I just said. I think I said I made it over 20. That's all I wanted to
Yep.
do.
Yep,
22.
you are now at 22 HP. And next, why don't we have Caben go? You roll 1d8 plus 3.
6.
6. Okay. 22. So you are now at 53, which is still pretty crazy.
That's insane.
And Amareth, you roll a d8 plus 1.
Yeah. Ooh, 7.
7?
That's
Nice.
not bad.
Alright, so let me update everyone's things here quick.
I'd miswritten something down, so I don't know. Do you have my HP written somewhere? It was down a little bit.
Yeah, why is your bar all messed up? Who did that?
Well,
I did that.
No, I just did that now because theoretically it should be the heart bar at the top that should be.
Yeah, I fixed it. So, Caben, you were at,
Thank you.
what were you at now?
How's that?
47, 53
Damn it, Jesus.
max.
Right.
I'm at,
hell?
no, I already fixed it up.
Okay,
I
and
appreciate it.
Amareth, you are at...
I didn't touch mine, so.
Cool, so you're at 32 plus 7, so 39. And Josh, we took care of all your level up stuff,
Yep,
so...
you don't have to worry about Orin.
Nope. No, we certainly don't have to worry about Orin. Okay, so you
Aw.
guys wake up. What do you do?
I feel slightly less like I'm dying.
You do.
Great. I
Um,
would probably go downstairs to get ready to have breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, let's remember we're a little upset about a friend dying, but yeah.
Well, yeah, still
Put
need
that turn order thing away. Don't
Yeah,
tell me.
sorry.
Before I
We're
leave
under
my
attack.
room-
There's another Minotaur!
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is heal myself.
Okay.
Heal thyself.
I'm gonna use a cure
After
light
stabbing
wounds,
yourself.
which I totally don't remember.
1d8 plus 5. Yeah, so Amarith, you go downstairs while Durian is healing himself, and you notice
Damn
that
it, no,
there's
that was
guards
a
by the back
D18.
door.
Jesus.
Yeah, reroll. Wow, that's a terrible roll.
Yeah, if it was
Wow.
Wow, D18. You gotta escape karma, bro. Gotta escape karma.
How?
It's okay. You
How
get
is that even possible?
Get him out
Uh,
now. Get him out now.
Oh my
Jesus,
god.
Durian.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna stick with 19 out of 22. I don't even want to do it again. But then I'm also going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
What's that do?
New spell.
New spell, Invisible Force. That lasts 1 hour per level, so 5 or 6 hours.
Whoa.
And it's an unseen servant. It's invisible, mindless, shapeless that performs simple tasks at my command. It can run, fetch things, open unstuck doors, hold chairs, as well as clean and mend.
Okay, and what do you have?
It's like an invisible slave.
Yep.
Basically.
Now,
yes.
can I order it silently, or does it know my thoughts, or do I have to speak commands to it?
That is a good question. Why don't we read that now, so we know for later?
What do you need someone to hold
read
chairs
through it, but
for?
I don't think it's clear.
Sometimes you just need a spell to pull out your chair for you, Caven. Okay?
That performs simple tasks at your command. So I'm going to say you have to actually command it. You can obviously
look like you're
whisper
talking
as
to
long
yourself?
as it's close enough to you. Yep.
Okay, guys, what's a good name for a butler?
Jeeves.
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 Duh.
Okay, the unseen
Or
servant
Wilfred.
shall be named henceforth Jeeves. Oh, my notebook's
Okay.
downstairs. All right.
Jarvis.
Jarvis is good too.
Jarvis would be good too.
Wilfred.
Yeah, too much like I'm Iron Man. So, so I go, Jeeves, open the door for me. Pleasure to meet you, by the way.
So you don't see or hear anything other than the doorknob turning and the door opening.
Yeah, I have to make sure. So I say, follow me, Jeeves. Stay about 5 feet behind me.
This is just ridiculous to
And
imagine.
I
Okay.
go down. I knock on Caben's door on my way by.
Is he physical? Like, can someone run into this invisible guy?
Nope.
It's
Invisible, mindless, shapeless.
shapeless.
Hmm.
So it can run and fetch things, open doors. So it can exert force. I'm going to say that yes, unless you order it to exert force, it does not exert force.
Good.
Alright. That's pretty cool.
I knock on Caben's door.
Alright. Man, Caben is,
In rough shape.
yeah, in rough shape.
You're at 10 hit points out of 53.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
It's
Okay.
Walking
like
with a
jaunting off to
Caben's gonna
breakfast. Like,
gingerly-
I'm doing great.
Caben's gonna gingerly get up and go open the door.
He has true strength. Oh wow.
Yep.
So, door's open.
Caben, how you doing?
How'd it look like I'm doing?
You look terrible.
I feel.
No,
I feel terrible.
come on, our cleric's already downstairs. I think I heard her leave, but we need to get started. We have things to do today.
Yeah.
Would you like a back rub?
What?
Jeeves,
She's like a JP.
Jeeves, go rub his shoulders.
I don't think it's that tall.
It doesn't. Wait, no, it's. It floats. It's shapeless, so
Yeah,
It's like a
it has
goat.
to be. It has to be in
Okay,
range.
yeah, I'll say it's normal humanoid height. Cool. So, Caben, you feel a kind of
Sorry, I'll mute this guy.
somewhat shapeless, not necessarily skilled rubbing motion on your back. It's more of just like a circular, training with Miyagi type deal rather than actually getting into the muscle and really
And I
working
go,
out the knot.
I see. With,
At
oh,
first,
it's like, geez.
Caben kind of gets like, "What's going on?" But then he enjoys the feeling, and he's too tired to care.
I'm like grinning at him. I'm like, it's gonna be a great day.
He's gonna be like, "Durian, what are you doing?"
Come along, Jeeves. No, you know what? Keep rubbing your shoulders, Jeeves, and follow me downstairs. Let's go, Caven.
It's ridiculous.
Caben's gonna
So
follow.
Caben, you feel a tugging on your shoulder as it tries to pull you along since he told it to both rub you and follow.
It's pulling and rubbing my back at the same time.
Yes.
How does that work?
It's
well.
magic, man.
Whatever. I'm following.
It's humanoid height, but it's not like two-handed. It's
I'm-
not humanoid shape.
Yeah.
I feel the tug, and I'm
Oh, wow.
following it. So
Cool. So you guys get downstairs. You see Amareth going through the door to the bar, and you notice that there are two guards in full plate mail. They look like soldiers, actually, by the back door. They just kind of nod at you as you go through.
by the back door.
Yes.
We're using the inn map where what's his face was.
Inns
But
are surprisingly homogeneous in this.
good. I'm just making sure that we didn't spend the night in the
Yeah, they're like in
No, no, no.
yellow mackerel.
You are at the Rusty Porthole.
Oh, that's right.
Is that Princess Peach there?
It is
Looks like
not
it.
Princess Peach.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right. Caben's gonna sit
Maybe
down
Star is nearby.
and say two things. What the hell is touching my back?
It's still rubbing you, by the way.
I give Caben a really strange look. I'm very confused
And
about what's
two,
going on.
what happened to you last night, Durian?
It was quite a battle, was it not?
Yeah.
Jeeves, that's enough. Just float above the table. I think.
What? Who is Jeeves?
Who or
Don't
what
worry
is?
about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was quite a battle, and I'm
You're
not.
just gonna ignore this Jeeves thing?
I don't have the energy right now, Amareth. We need to
Caven, you look terrible.
find that.
Amareth, how
I
are you
feel
feeling?
bad.
Wait, did you ask me how I'm feeling?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear my name at first. I'm doing a little better than I was before. Still don't have all my spells back, but I'm hanging in there.
Do you have anything you can help out Caven with? I mean, he's quite beat up.
I do. Caben. I have a Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah. So what are you giving up for that one?
The only thing I can, Summon Monster 1.
Okay. Yes, that is the only one you have left.
So 7, it's something.
7? Yeah.
At least it's not a 1.
We'll take it.
It is
Exactly.
not a 1.
Actually, shouldn't that be an 8 now?
Hmm?
You're level 6, aren't you?
I think it's only a maximum of +5. Let me double check.
Yeah, you can only go up to +5 on Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right,
that makes sense.
17.
Alright.
Thank you, Amareth.
You're very welcome.
Maybe you should take a look at Durian's oddly colored wound.
Oddly
I
colored
stare at
wound?
Durian as he avoided my question earlier.
I'll also stare at Durian. What does he mean by oddly colored wound?
I look down at my oddly colored wound. What do I see?
You see a wound that is slightly odd in color.
Well, I mean, is it yellow, like green, blue, pink? Magenta?
It looks slightly purplish just around the where you cut yourself, but Did anyone see it last night?
Yeah, Caven did.
Caben did. Caben, you noticed that it's not nearly as dark this morning.
Okay.
The purple's
just
very
a-
faded
it's
at
just
this
a-
point.
It was just a bruise, Cave, and a mistake on my part. Let's leave it at that.
At this point, a city guard, does walk over, and you notice that it's Lieutenant Michaels, who you met last night. And you notice that he looks very tired. Like, he
Lieutenant
probably hasn't
Michaels.
slept yet. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
You probably noticed the army guards here. Captain Phillips is going to come around and ask you guys a few questions today. Sorry to tell you, but since everything's under investigation right now, you're not really allowed to leave.
Say what?
I'm not allowed to leave here?
Yes.
The inn? We can't leave the inn?
Yes.
Why not? We did you
Well,
a service last night. We put down a dangerous gang and a
Yeah,
and a
I
notorious
did
criminal.
not. Sorry, I did not order any of my men to assist you in capturing the boat. The two guys that helped you. Excuse me. The two guys that helped you are currently in the brig for insubordination. They're supposed to report into their superiors before taking any action like that.
Lieutenant Michaels.
We got attacked. There wasn't any time to report it.
Look,
Moreover-
I'm
moreover-
not saying I'm disagreeing with you, but the captain's doing an investigation. I mean,
Understood.
a
Lieutenant
prince is
Michaels.
dead, a lord was attacked.
I feel bad for men who performed bravely in the line of duty, but to be honest, sir, that is their responsibility, not ours, to notify you. Why are we being held here?
We still don't know everything that happened. We're still talking with people who were at the scene, so...
We'd like to collect our friend's remains.
Well, Lord Ragnos is going to be by today, along with the captain. They can explain everything once they get here. I don't know the exact
fine.
arrangements myself, so...
He was our friend and our companion, and he's being kept from us. Is that what you're telling me? And I know it's not you. I'm just asking for a little
I'm
information
just
here.
telling you, everything's under investigation. They don't want to take any hasty actions, and they don't want anyone who's involved just running off into the... I guess it would be sunrise at this point. But
Has,
Well, how long are we going to be
Yeah.
here?
'Cause
it shouldn't be past the end of the day. Like I said, they should be around shortly.
Okay.
I hope. They were talking to Lord Barrick, and like I said, getting things arranged.
Understood. One other question. We still have access to our rightful... Whatever. I'm blanking on the word, Travis, but the bounty.
The Oh, Tycross? Yeah. Yeah, they confirmed it was him. I think the captain's got the reward money. I was excuse me, was told this morning that any city in Palatinus was authorized to give away the reward money for him, and it would be charged back to the capital. So,
Understood.
if everything checks out, yes.
We look forward to speaking with the captain then.
Yeah,
One other
yeah.
thing, Michael, since we're stuck here and we're not likely to see the remains, and I don't think it's in dispute that our friend Prince Orin was traveling with us. He had on him
No. You had excuse me. We talked to the bartender here this morning, and he let us know that you guys have been together as a group in here before.
Yeah.
So
There's
Yeah.
an important letter on his possession.
no, Capen has that.
No,
No,
the
no, no.
letter from the king.
It was a letter
Jacob.
from the king.
Oh,
That
gotcha.
I said it's a
I-
letter authorizing us on a task for the king himself. It would be appreciated if that could be brought to us.
I think Lord Barrick was reviewing that. You'll have to talk to them. They are going through things.
Out of character, this is getting real suspicious. All right, back in it. I say, well, Michaels, we're at your captain's disposal. Looks like we're not going anywhere.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully he'll be along soon. Again, I'm sorry about this. I have no doubts about the story, and obviously the people there were trying to break their boat out. We saw that this morning, so.
But you know it, but apparently there are doubts.
But like I said, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, it's...
Right away. Okay. Lieutenant, you look terrible. Go get some rest. I mean it.
Yeah, I could certainly use some. It's been a hell of a night. Good luck to all of you.
You or some other soldier will keep us posted on what we can expect.
Like I said, Captain should be around shortly, hopefully.
Okay.
Alright, and he heads out. You guys are now by yourselves.
Well, I guess we're stuck here for the time being.
Yeah.
Amherst, Caven,
What?
Princess Peach. I lean and I gesture them a little closer and I say, does this seem odd to you? We're heroes. We've lost a companion and we're under house arrest.
I mean,
I don't know how things work here, but it does seem a little weird to me. But, I mean, I wasn't there with things that happened to Arn, so I don't know what they would find so suspicious about us
I don't think
that they'd detain us.
I don't think it's suspicious. If it goes beyond this day, I'll be suspicious. They just want to check everything out. They want to make sure our story checks out. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not doing anything today anyways.
Besides resting.
Besides resting, so
Probably a good
I don't
idea.
really care. As long as it gets figured out by the end of the day.
Exactly. If it was longer than today, I would definitely take a very large issue with that. But suppose for at least part of the day, it won't be a big deal.
I mean, like 15 guys died in their town last night. They wanna figure it out.
Well, I don't know what there is to figure out. Seems like you can't serve justice in this world unless you do it in secret and then slip out in the dead of night.
Well,
Perhaps that's just what we'll have to do in the future.
It's the process. I mean, the captain of the guard did we even see the captain of the guard last night at all?
No.
No, you guys ran off before he arrived.
So the captain of the guard hasn't even seen us. He wants to see us. I don't know how much he saw last night. He wants a handle on what's going on in his town. I'm not concerned. It's the way of the law, the process.
Keep your ears to the ground, though. It was odd about how slow his response time was. I mean, we acted, and if we had waited around, that boat would have slipped out, and we would have lost it.
Well, why don't we just let our suspicions, rest for now and just give it time? And if it takes any longer than tonight, then we can have a fit about what's going on. I think that we should just wait. We need to rest anyways. So be it. I'd rather not be in jail.
Well, we might not have a choice about that. We'll see.
Well, as long as we don't do anything stupid right now, perhaps we can keep our asses out of jail.
If things go oddly for us, I have some means to perhaps get us out of danger. Get myself
I
out
don't
of
know
Is
if I
Jeeves-
want to
is
know.
Jeeves gonna break us out of jail?
Who?
Jeeves.
I just stare at Caven.
At this point, the bartender comes around and takes your order for breakfast.
I was about to walk up there. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And he gets whatever you guys order. Brings back your breakfast after a while, and time starts passing. I guess, do you guys do anything at any certain point?
I'd like to chat with the bartender at some point.
Sure. Oh,
No,
yeah,
I'll
he
go-
brings back your food. There you guys go. Anything else you need?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he even came over. That's so cute.
That's a heavy barrel you're carrying around all over the place. Barkeep.
Shut up, you. Only so many tokens.
Oh man.
I guess I say, do you know what's going on? Do you have any insight? I mean, we didn't expect this kind of reception in the morning.
No, sorry, I'm in the dark as much as you. They just said you're not allowed to leave and posted a few army guards, and now there aren't many people in here eating breakfast, so
Well,
that's
we
awesome.
apologize for the trouble if it was in our control.
Yeah. If it was in your control, I'm sure you wouldn't have guards watching you, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, what do you know about this, captain? You know, well, since you've lost business, I'll do my best in the evening to, make up for it for a little extra food and drink, but what do you know of the captain?
Captain Phillips doesn't come around here very often. Doesn't like the dockside much.
Hmm. It's interesting, the lifeblood of the city. You would think that there'd be a strong interest in the city guard to keeping peace.
Well, I think the captain's more interested in kissing Lord Barrick's ass, personally, but...
Lord Barrick, what kind of man is he?
Haven't had much dealing with him either, to be honest.
Hmm.
I mean, fair man. Runs the city well, doesn't tax us too bad. Import tariffs are fairly reasonable. We get a lot of business here. Things have been mostly good, especially since we're on the Cien side of the country.
Understandable. Well, anyway, thank you. We'll be here.
Alright. He heads back, and you guys eat, and drink, and wait, and wait, and wait.
I would not be sitting around waiting. I would be praying. Just so
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I guess after breakfast I'd probably go up to my bed again.
Yeah, you're
Praying
praying.
and during, you're both very welcome to pray with me.
I go follow Amareth upstairs.
Really?
Jeeves,
Like, to
unless
go
I tell
pray?
you, Jeeves, unless I tell you otherwise, you're follow me 5 feet behind, please. Lead on, Amareth.
You're gonna pray?
That's not what he said.
I didn't say
He
I
says
would
he'll follow you upstairs.
follow you
Ah.
upstairs.
Okay,
Lead on, Amareth.
we're all going upstairs. I'm going. Kevin's going into his bed.
So you all rest, pray, or get Jeeves to do things.
Okay, we'll
We-
skip this part.
yeah.
We'll skip
For
the pranks
brevity's-
that Jeeves is going to play on
Yeah.
Amareth while she's
For-
praying.
For brevity's sake,
Oh.
for brevity's sake, one of the army guards comes up and knocks on all of your doors and says, "Captain Phillips is here to see you.
Hmm.
All right.
Please accompany me downstairs."
How long has it been?
About 4 hours.
Cool. Jeeves is
So
still around.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he
God.
heads back
Jeeves lasts for
downstairs.
6 hours.
He heads back downstairs, and you see an older gentleman in city guard armor
In the middle area.
in the middle. You see that the bar is mostly cleared out by this point as well. He kind of gestures you all to sit and says, "So, you lot are the ones who were terrorizing my city last night."
Terrorizing your city?
Captain Phillips, perhaps
Disagree with that.
Well, the number of dead bodies in our morgue suggests otherwise.
Captain Phillips, with all due respect, you had a gang terrorizing your city that has been since relieved of its command structure.
So
Dispelled.
it would seem. I do not like vigilantes within the city walls. I would prefer the city guard and the army, who are so graciously assisting us these days, to handle such things.
Understandable, sir, but we are on orders from the king himself.
You were on orders from your prince. Your prince, who I'm told by Lieutenant Michaels, is not actually your prince. You're simply friends of his, traveling companions. Is that true?
Bonds of loyalty are as strong as blood.
What he said.
Your bonds of loyalty, or simply any bonds?
I do not know Prince Oren's full story. We didn't know him long enough to be able to hear his past history. But
Rest
we did
his
know
soul.
that he is a prince in traveling, and he chose to travel with us, and we with him, and it was of mutual respect, and we were on an errand of good for this country, on order of the king.
Yes, well, you certainly had the king's permission. to do things and be places. How long have you known this Orin?
I give him the time period that is how long we've been
What,
traveling
4?
together.
Okay, yeah, I guess I don't know
Wow,
it offhand.
yeah.
You give
so
him
it
the
was-
accurate answer.
It was
I think
four-
each game is
6.
4
It's
months.
been about
5
like
months?
3 or 4 months, maybe 6 months.
I think it's 4 months in game.
4
It's
months
been-
in the game.
It's been like 2 months, I think, because
really?
it was 35 days for the trip with Arthur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then we had so it's been
yeah, but you did maybe a month in addition to that.
So-
yeah,
two-
okay,
two,
so
3
60
months.
days. So, sir, we knew him 2 months, and we were together constantly in that time.
I see. Recent traveling companions of his, then. Very well. What precipitated the whole fight? I understand the basic story that I received from Lieutenant Michaels.
The fight by which you mean when
The original
I first-
fight at the bar. I believe you were there, he says, looking at Caben.
You mean the fight by which you mean when we were attacked, Caben? Why don't you tell them then?
I was there. I got dropped down the stairs and then stabbed.
I see.
Do you see this man's wounds?
Yes, he looks quite beat up.
Caben, how did we? I was not present, Captain, as you probably know, but we had gotten as a group a tip-off that our bounty could be found at the Yellow Mackerel. Or, Travis, I don't have my notes in front of me, and I don't want to run and get
No,
it,
yellow
so-
mackerel. Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so at the Yellow Mackerel, and we were investigating. I suspected they would try to flee the city as soon as possible, so while
Look, we got a
The
tip
late-
off. We were just
the late
looking.
Orin was...
You didn't think to involve the city guard, perhaps ask for assistance in capturing this man? You still would have earned your reward.
We were ambushed. We were
we were
seeking
ambushed. We
information.
weren't looking
Yeah.
to start or kill or capture at all. We were just checking out some information that may or not have been true.
I see. Lord Ragnos mentioned that you were blundering about the top floor of the inn, knocking on every door, pretending to be drunk. Is that your usual mode of reconnaissance?
I don't know if usual is the right word, but we were, like I said, we were checking some information.
For information on a known murderer who's killed at least 10 people before last night, and you just knocked on every door you saw.
I don't think I knocked on any doors.
He gives you a
Durian's
frown.
just got his hand on his forehead like this.
And in this brilliant plan of yours, you didn't even have your entire party there? I was told that when the guards were notified here, the nearest place they could be found, and went to the Yellow Mackerel, that your bard friend was performing, and that your young female companion was upstairs asleep.
She's been ill.
Like we said,
Yes.
We
Pox.
we were just.
He
looking
leans back a little when you say pox.
Oh, I'm fine now. I'm fine now. It's alright.
Like I said,
Yes,
we were
I'm sure.
just
Pox.
investigating a possible lead that we were not sure. There's many places in this city. We were looking into one thing. We weren't looking to do anything.
You were looking in the one place he happened to be. It
Yes,
must have
but
been an
obviously,
accurate lead.
if our
Well,
party was
apparently it
split,
was.
why would we go
Like
to
it-
try and start a fight?
Exactly. We
Yes,
weren't-
that seems like a terrible idea.
Exactly.
Amrith, Caven, Amrith. Please.
Show a subtle way of giving us him.
There is, Captain, there is the proof of our words in your very description. I wouldn't have been performing if we had been out for blood that night. In fact, we wouldn't have been split up. We had sent about our various tasks to seek information. We had stopped into the Yellow Mackerel and seen nothing unusual. I can't speak for the plan to walk around drunkenly, but it sounds like something that these, our late friend and Caben here would try to emulate my more agile mind and thinking.
It appears their emulation was incomplete.
But I was performing, and I performed quite well. I sang a famous lay, and I give the name of the poem.
Look,
that
if
I
you're
wrote
asking me to
last week.
regret,
Yes.
if you're asking me to regret what happened last night, I do.
Suppose your friend was killed.
Yes.
I've spoken with Lord Barrick and Lord Ragnos. Lord Ragnos apparently is convinced that your friend meant only good, despite your questionable search methods. He has agreed not to press any charges against you. He has also volunteered to return your friend's body at some cost back to his kingdom. Lord Ragnos is a cleric, and he is able to cast spells to preserve Prince Orin's remains until such time as he can be shipped back up to Gryffindale.
Hmm.
Lord,
Who is he a follower of?
you were traveling with him. Why don't you tell me?
No,
She's
I'm not
asking-
talking about
she's
Orin.
asking about
I'm talking about the cleric guy.
Oh, Lord Ragnos.
Yeah.
I believe he follows the Dwarven God.
I don't know which one that is.
More than
You know, if you rolled, you probably wouldn't know.
Well, just keep in mind that Arin was a true follower of Heronius, so please don't disrespect that.
I believe the spell is fairly simple. It shouldn't require anything. I'm not
Just
sure
keeping
what
our
it all
friend's
entails.
soul in mind.
Captain.
His soul is gone. His body is all that remains.
Captain, we appreciate
ouch, dude.
we appreciate this offer and would like to pay our respects to Warren. There are also items that he was carrying that were I'm sorry.
Belong to the party.
I understand that you were traveling with him for some time. However, you must understand what a delicate situation this is. The King of
course.
Gryffindale is going to receive his son's body.
And
We
would-
understand.
We would not desecrate it in any way.
He was our friend.
What I am saying is, unless you have a writ of receipt, I do not know what belongs to him and what belongs to you. We're not going to risk angering the King of Gryffindale, receiving his son's body without some family heirloom, and thinking that the kingdom of Palatinus, the great kingdom of Palatinus, would ever steal from him.
Josh, you're making trouble for us even while dead.
Take your loss, dude.
Uh.
You just gotta say you're not getting my
We need the letter for the king, at least, let alone the ring. Jesus.
Oh, screw the ring. Just get the letter. You can't
It's
take
worth
that.
a lot of money.
Lord Barrick also wished me to inform you that Prince Orin's writ of permission from the King from King Henry was to was to Prince Orin and his followers. Now that Prince Orin is no longer with us, those documents have been revoked.
This is outrageous, Captain. We might not have noble blood. I speak for myself, anyway.
Yes, you do.
I look over at Amrith, and I say, I may not have noble blood, sir, but we are on a noble quest in this together.
Yes,
Prince Orin
and
and
noble
companions.
questers are welcome wherever they go, so long as their intentions and actions remain noble.
There was
You
a
shall
a noble sacrifice made last night, and for that we are being revoked of our charge.
You are free to perform good deeds wherever you see fit.
We were on a mission, and it is not complete yet.
You were investigating some things.
And our investigation continues, sir. We spoke, I give the name of the king's brother. We returned to speak with King Henry and spoke instead to his brother to pass on information, and he sent us on for further.
And his
Yes.
brother's name is?
I said I had my notebook downstairs. It's written down. Do you want me to go get my notebook?
Does anyone else remember?
Louis.
Louis, thank
Louis,
you.
because we said King Louis.
King Louis.
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
made reference of King Henry and King
Yeah.
Louis of English previous ones.
So I say his brother I guess he'd be. Okay. Can I take a knowledge nobility check just to see if I know the proper term for brother of the king?
Prince Louis.
It's a prince? Okay.
It's
So
Prince
I say we delivered some intel to Prince Louis. We are gathering more for him, and we're to report back for him and, most importantly, for King Henry.
Look, this is not my decision. Lord Barrick has already made up his mind on this.
Captain, as a fighting man, as an honorable man,
Can I
Can
give
you
a
want-
little kick to Durian under the table?
Of course. Are you sitting next to Durian? You
Yes.
are. You can kick him.
A slight, not like anything to cause a
Yeah.
reaction, but just so he feels it.
He plays footsie with him
Yes.
under the table.
I look at Cabin and I put my hand up and I say, Captain, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but as someone who is clearly interested in the defense of the city, it seems odd to me that we would be treated with such hostility after doing good deeds this day.
Several civilians were murdered last night.
Not by our hands, sir.
I know, but because of your actions, they died.
Our
These-
actions were to bring a man to justice and to save out future loss
Your
of life.
actions were to be unsubtle and put citizens at risk. They are dead now. You've been pardoned. If it were up to me, that pardon would not have gone through.
Pardoned for saving lives.
Pardoned for putting people at risk.
And they were
Civilian
not- and were
casualties
they-
mean nothing to you?
Were they not safe with Tycross and his cronies alive and well in the inn?
If
Just waiting
Tycross
for their
and his
time to-
cronies got on a boat and were intercepted at sea, it would be nothing but our fighting sailors, our great warriors, who could have faced them. Instead, a woman was killed, several clients. One of Lord Ragnos' second bodyguard was killed. Do you not realize what you've done to our country? You've aggravated issues with Ariadnish. A prince has died. Are you people this stupid?
You asked this one.
I'm
Durian,
sorry,
okay.
guys. This guy has a certain... Yeah, sorry.
I just
You are
stare.
smart.
I stare at Captain Phillips and I say,
You will be allowed to view your friend's body, after which time he will be shipped off back to his country. We already have enough political tensions here.
"We are all foreigners, strangers to your land, and we've meant it nothing but good. And I think Orin would be ashamed on his day that this is the way he's being honored."
Well, unfortunately, I'll never get the chance to ask him.
Yes, well, his sacrifice was not in vain.
Oh,
Justice was brought last night. And if you're
Justice at a cost.
there's always a cost
Normally
for
that's
doing
the way
good.
it is.
can't
There's
believe
always
I-
a cost for doing
country-
good. And I stand up and walk out.
The guards will escort you to your friend if you wish to see him. He will be shipped out tonight.
What happens
Quite
if
soon.
and we're paying for the shipment?
No, he still had some money on his person. And Lord Ragnos said he would foot the rest of the bill himself. His men will, I'm sure, be compensated by King Barton.
I know the complexity of the issues of us.
You have been
Take-
pardoned.
Hold on, taking anything off Prince Oran's body can we send a letter with him to the king, to his kingdom, explaining what happened and I guess the stories of his travels with us.
I will review it, and as long as there is nothing objectionable, Lord Ragnos, I'm sure, would be happy to deliver it.
I'm so frustrated, Travis.
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm so frustrated
Friends,
right now.
I did rolls pre-session to see how severe this was. And
Thank you. Is there a time we can come down to have the guards escort us to the the viewing? I don't know.
they can take you immediately. He's at my office.
Okay. Do I have time to run up and get something to send with him?
Of course.
Okay.
He won't be leaving until slightly before sundown.
Okay, I'll probably also go and get some things too.
Yeah. So the captain gets up and looks kind of awkwardly and says, "Sorry for your friend." Just walks out.
Okay.
I'm pacing the hallway.
Yeah, I sort of noticed. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Cool. So you guys meet back up.
Okay. I don't remember which room was mine.
Tom,
One of them.
Get out of my room.
So you guys meet up. Do you wish to discuss anything?
Yes.
I think Durian's gonna discuss something.
Yeah.
Amrith.
Yes. Get out of my room.
Amrith, come into Caben's room.
Oh.
This is great television. Man.
I feel like the Benny Hill song should be playing. Okay, go ahead.
Guys, I'm at a loss.
Well, after you left, he said that we could come see the body tonight, so...
And I want to do that. You know what? Screw the money. Screw the possessions. It's fine. But we are on a mission. Have we forgotten about the dragon? The fact that the fact that they're gearing up for war with a country that has done nothing, and we were on a mission to try and help the kingdom figure its shit out. And after this, we're unwelcome here in the whole country.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think we're
Unwelcome?
unwelcome in the whole country.
We don't have the writ of the king anymore.
Let's go back and get another one. I met with him,
Go
and so
back
did
and
you.
get another one? You think that he's going to overreach the decision of one of his lords lightly? Overrule him?
Look, the only reason they
publicly?
revoked it is because it was addressed to Arin.
That's political bullshit. and
I
you
don't
know
think they're.
That's politics, friend.
Then if they are revoking it, then let Platinus burn.
it. I'm of a mind
a
to
little
now.
morbid.
If they don't want us investigating it.
I mean, truthfully, I have no reason to stay and help Palatinus if they don't want our help. I mean, I would prefer to continue helping them.
I want to get out of this godforsaken country.
I just typed that in Twitch.
Did you?
Look,
I can't believe I
the
typed
best-
that for this country.
the best we can do is go back and see what's up. If this is how they want it, if that they don't want our help, then we can decide
we
after
go back
that.
and speak to the king, and if he doesn't want our help anymore,
We're
then
not going to get in the front door, guys. Don't
how do you know that?
because we don't have a prince on our side anymore. Do you think commoners, outsiders, foreigners in a country can just waltz in and demand to see the king?
Arin was not from here.
He was a prince, confirmed. I think we should go see Lord Ragnos. I think he's our only option right now to try and to get a better deal out of this, to fix this horrible mess.
Well, we're gonna go see him when we go see Arin.
Exactly.
Well, is he going to be there?
I assume
I would imagine
so.
they would have someone there guarding the body. And
I think it was hinted at
Possibly
when
important
the guard
people.
was talking to us.
Okay. Well, it'd be nice to be able to speak to him without privately. So I think when we get there and after we've paid our respects, we try and get him into a private conversation.
Or you guys could just talk in Dwarvish.
It's true. Other people might.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
He jumped out of
he did.
rooms.
Actually, no,
Wait,
I
wait.
wasn't there.
I haven't
No.
thought about what was a lord doing, taking rooms in a low class inn.
Something to ask him about, I guess. He was too
I know.
smart to be staying there. That's for sure. He saw through me right away.
Let's go over, I guess.
okay. I would be in my cleric specimens. By the way, I wouldn't have my armor or big weapons.
Yeah, no, I leave my weapons in my room, my rapier at my waist, and I've got my nice
shoot.
my nice clothing. Whatever my nicest cloak is.
Aw,
I-
Kaven, do you have any fancy clothing?
Kate doesn't
I
have
don't
fancy clothing.
Clean clothing.
Kaven's gonna splash some water in the pits and call it.
All right, Haven goes about cleaning himself as best
For about 5
he
seconds.
manage.
Question: Do I know how to write?
You are literate. Yes,
Okay.
we decided that before.
Oh, that's right, because of my background. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, then while in the process of getting ready, I wanted to pull out Aran's letter,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not sealed or anything, right? Because he just wrote it in prison. It's just like
Yep. It's not sealed.
rolled up
Didn't
letter
have
or whatever.
sealing wax.
All right,
Not that I could do it in wax anyway, because I don't have a signet ring.
right.
You don't have your signet ring.
That's true. We have
We have-
other signet rings.
We should just start mailing letters sealed with that. and see what happens.
You can.
And then, well, how long would it take for me to write like a? I guess that would be like a few minutes to write like a little one page letter, addendum.
Yeah, I mean,
to,
yeah, you can. It takes you as long as it would take you in life to write.
Yeah, so
You don't have any writing utensils.
I don't. So I guess I would, while people are getting ready, I would go down and ask the bartender if he has. Would he have? I assume he would have something. Ask him if I could.
He can give you pen and
Yeah,
paper.
borrow pen and paper.
Cost you 5 silver.
Travis, very quickly, there's a spelling mistake on my
That's
letter.
Just
Oh,
assume it's spelled
I'm
correctly.
gonna judge you so hard, Josh.
Well, it's actually a word that is spelled correctly. It's a spelling mistake.
Huh?
I'll post it quickly. But...
Okay.
It's alright.
Anyways, I go and
Do you read Oren's letter? I guess is the
not
question.
yet.
Okay.
I want to write. I'm writing down a brief summary of our travels, and then like half of it is a brief summary of our travels, and half of it is what happened last night, and kind of. Cabin's kind of painting Arn in like a good light, like, oh, he was very brave and he died saving some people, and he was bringing a man to justice, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So, he writes that, and then Cabin's gonna finally read this letter.
Okay. The letter says, "Dear Alicia, if you are reading this, I can't do an Australian accent. If you are reading this,
Josh, why
I
don't you
am
read
no
it?
longer of this world." Shrimp on the Barbie. In my journeys, In my journeys, I managed to help a lot of people. Just recently, I managed to liberate an entire village of elves from the tyranny of raiding orcs. My dear little sister, I wish you well in your studies, and know that you will make a fine magic user one day. May you find solace that I fell doing what I also strive to do, doing the right thing and helping people. Please tell the others that I'm sorry and will watch over them from the other side. Forever your loving brother, Oren Arturius Spartan.
Aw.
Aw, that was cute.
Yay!
No.
All right. I'm gonna little like add on to the letter I wrote. Just say like enclose the letter he had Arn had on him for his sister, and I guess I'll address my letter to the king.
Okay. And what do you write?
What do I write?
Yeah, what do you write?
He's-
Is it just general, he fell doing the right thing?
I thought I explained that already. Like the first half was like a summary of our travels. Second half
Okay.
was the summary of like the events of his death, and
Okay.
he died bringing someone to justice, and he saved the rest of our party, and it was a terrible thing, and we're sorry for your loss. He was a brave man. Blah blah blah.
Okay,
If you really want me to write something, I can
No,
write
no,
it
no.
for next time. But
that's fine.
okay.
Strived. It doesn't like strived. That's fine. Cool. So, yeah, you write out the letter and close that along with his letter. And, very good.
And I guess I'm just waiting for Emerith and Durian.
Ready to roll.
Alright. Cool. So you guys head down, and the guards ask you if you're going to view your friend, and say that they will lead you there.
All right.
I guess when the guard's still there, I would ask them like, are we still Are we still barred from traveling the city, or?
The captain thought you wanted to view your friend. He didn't know if you knew where the sheriff's office was.
Ah, understood. Thank you.
And they lead you not directly across the street, but they do lead you to the sheriff's office, where Lord Ragnos, as well as Orin's earthly remains, are waiting. As well as several guards.
Alright.
Cool. So you guys head in.
Go in.
Lord Ragnos says, "I
There's
see
no
it here
door on the building.
You enter the door. It's between the guards.
Phase through.
Lord Ragnos says, "I see you're here to view your friend. I trust Captain Phillips explained the situation."
My lord, we thank you for your involvement last night. Did not realize you would put, from what I hear from Caven, I did not realize you were a lord and you readily put yourself into danger for trusting two strangers.
Yes, it was an unfortunate situation all around. I quit moving on. You're ruining the gravity of the moment.
Just trying to lighten the mood.
Orin, your new character drowns. Roll a third one.
So he comes from the water, huh?
Your friend, yes, he's a mermaid. Okay,
I'm a man.
guys, stop.
I'll stab you with my spear.
I want to get through this so we actually meet Orin
Okay,
too.
so I say, Lord, my lord, I switch to Dwarvish now, and I say, my lord, we cannot thank you enough, and I wish this had turned out some other way, but I have to say, we expected a different reception.
I'm not sure what you mean, he answers in common.
Oh, that's right. Orin tried this last time.
What, tried what?
He tried
No,
talking
I've
in
never-
Dwarvish, and he kept on responding in common.
He is a dwarf, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a dwarf.
Okay, so I switch back to common play, and I say, my lord, regardless of our intentions, I feel like we did an act of good, not wrong, last night, and yet I hear that we've been pardoned for something. What I cannot imagine.
Well, he kind of walks a little closer and says, I'm sure Captain Phillips let you know. He was none too happy about the activities of last night. I gave a truthful tale of what happened, and he felt, that your elven friend was... that he was extremely willing to endanger civilian lives to earn 1,000 gold bounty.
I'll admit, the bounty was our initial cause to this, but we saw it as a righteous cause, and...
Yeah, he was a murderer. It's understandable why good people would track him down, both for money and for justice. However, your friends were far from subtle.
Understandable. I look at Caben and say I would have advised him differently. But
Caven looks down at his feet.
it was a mistake, and moreover, they were, shall we say, going about it rather foolishly, but the intention was not to risk lives needlessly, and, sir, intentions matter, I think, in this situation.
I would tend to agree. However, this is not my kingdom, and you must understand that with the current political situation between Taurus and Platinus, especially with recent events, they don't want any more political rivals, and having the Prince of Gryffindale murdered on your doorstep, well, if that doesn't reflect poorly on King Henry, it certainly reflects poorly on Lord Barrick as well as Captain Phillips. The prince wasn't even safe in their large harbor town.
Sir, I know this doesn't help his political face, but know that Orin would never have done something or that he didn't commit himself to with a whole heart. So he knew what choices he would make, and he stood by them strongly. Even when he sent Caben, an injured Caben, away to get help and stood against a Minotaur by himself. But regardless, there was one further thing before we pay our last respects. We thank you. I think I speak for both of us. We thank you for doing this service to Orin, on behalf of Orin. And
he seemed a brave man. He seemed eager to do what was right. I'm sorry to see him gone from the world. I will return him, as well as my loyal bodyguard, back to Ariadnish, and from there one of the deputy clerics of my church will take Orin on to Gryffindale.
Sir, I'd like to bring up one further matter with you.
Yes.
As you forgive me if I say that you have a more reasonable sounding ear than we've received today so far.
I don't doubt it.
It is something of a longer tale, and perhaps is worth telling, since now our mission has been taken from us, our greater mission that we've received from King Henry, and would at least like your counsel and advice on it. And I look over questioningly at Amareth and Caben to see if they agree.
Go ahead, Dorian.
Yep.
You were staying just a few blocks away from the mackerel, right?
That's correct.
That's correct.
We were at the whatever it's called, Travis.
Rusty Porthole.
Rusty Porthole. I'm taking like a whole new set of notes.
The spell I have cast to preserve Orin and Durkin will last all day, so I will be able to join you for dinner at the... Where were you staying at? The Rusty Porthole, yes.
Yes.
I will be able to join you for dinner before we depart tonight. There are quite a few ships leaving tonight.
Okay. I'd say that would work.
Travis, my blood was boiling too much. Did the captain mention anything about our reward?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
I don't know if he mentioned it, but Lieutenant
Michaels said that it was going to be given to us by...
He
Well, I don't know.
He didn't say the by part, so...
Yeah, okay. So okay. Well, I don't bring it up right now. Let's go.
Okay.
Not quite
All
the
right.
time, yeah.
No. So let's go say goodbye to Orin. Later!
Alright, you see Orin laid in a rough pine box.
Oh.
Being crated up to be shipped.
Rough
You see his sword and shield laid over his breastplate. He's got actually his breastplate's missing. He's got some fine clothing on him at this point, covering up the wound.
Are his hands visible?
They are. They're crossed over his sword, and his shield is right below it.
I can see the ring.
You can. You can also
Oh,
you
no.
you can also see the two guards watching your every move. Army guards, full plate mail sword and shield. Just want to point this out.
Out of character. No.
Yeah,
I've
pathetic character.
got a butler with me, guys,
Oh, God.
who can perform simple tasks.
Yes.
Yeah, and the floating ring
That's
is going to be not obvious.
Hey,
Oh, look at
let's see what
that.
happens. Let's see what happens.
I'm so tempted to get. I'm trying to figure out a way for it to work, but right now we're standing vigil
Yeah.
quietly.
Yep, there are. You're looking
Okay.
down at Orin.
Well,
I
I
get-
suppose
I asked
I'll...
if I can. I hit the letter out and asked if I can put it in the box or put it on Orin's person or something.
Yes, let me grab that, says one of the army guards, and he grabs the letter and puts it in like an envelope that they had a couple documents in already, and shuts that and puts it in with him, and kind of stands at parade rest right behind him,
Uh-huh.
kind of looking down at Prince Orin as well.
Okay.
Oren,
Are you finished, Gaben? Oh.
you were
I mean,
you were
I'm
a
just standing
good
there vigil, I guess.
man, and I don't really know what to say, Amarith. You're better at these kind of words.
Yes. So I'll kind of take out. Well, I guess it would already be out. I would take off the holy symbol that I got when I first came to this part of the continent, the one from Deepwater, and I would ask the guards if it's okay if I kind of tuck it under his arm, like not his armpit, but like his arm that's kind of holding the sword.
The medal?
Yeah, the holy symbol.
Okay. Oh, it's not a holy symbol. You mean the little bronze medallions you're getting?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's sort of holy-ish. It's got a symbol for Coraline on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of wanted to send it with his body as a memento.
Sure.
And I also have a little prayer that I edited for him.
Very good.
So,
So you tuck your bronze medallion just under his arm.
yes. So I'll kind of stand attentively next to him and bow my head slightly and say, "Out of the depths I cry to you, O Coraline, hear my voice. Let your elven ears be attentive to my voice and supplication. If you, O Coraline, mark inequities, who can stand? But with you is forgiveness, that you may be revered. I trust in the Lord Coraline, my soul trusts in his word. My soul waits for the Lord more than sentinels wait for the dawn. More than sentinels wait for the dawn, let Seldarine wait for the Lord. For with the Lord is kindness, and with him is plenteous redemption. And he will redeem this life, or he will redeem this world from all their inequities." And that is it. So
Very nice.
yeah. Not pushing Coraline on him, but
Yep.
my way of saying goodbye.
Very good.
Caven?
I don't know. Caven's a little quiet, and Caven just kind of looks down and says, "Orin, you got this party together? When I was looking for some new friend." I don't know. Caven's not too much of a spoken person.
Shut up, dead guy.
Orin, thank you for getting this party together, and hopefully we can finish the work you started.
Our man of many words.
That's Caven.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice of you, Cayman.
You pay your last respects. See Lord
Orin.
Ragnos nodding behind you.
Hmm.
Oren, you and I didn't always see eye to eye, but I think our perspectives made us as a whole stronger, and I'm sorry about the way you had to go.
It sucks because I can't say a word.
Nope. Cool. So, yeah. If that's everything, I assume you guys return to your inn or head out.
I think so.
I can't think of a way to do it, guys. I've been trying so hard.
Just let it go,
No.
dude. Next thing I say, let it go.
Don't.
Let it go.
Yeah, badass magic user in here, so I don't think he will be very suspicious when
Seriously, the entire room will see a floating ring. Let it go.
Yeah.
I was trying to hope for distraction. It could drop to the floor, and I could kind of.
Yeah, you have to do verbal, somatic, and material. So you literally have to pull something out of your pocket, do a chant, and wave your hand in something.
No one would ever notice
Yeah.
that.
No, you haven't
that's
cast
just
yet.
it's cast. It lasts 6 hours. I assume it's been less than 6 hours since the captain.
You probably have about 45 minutes of it left, yeah.
Right. So I just had to say, like, Jeeves, get the ring, drop it on the floor, whisper it to him.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it. Lord Ragnos, thank you again for your words, and
Of course.
We look forward to speaking again. I hope soon. This evening.
Yes. You may want to ask the guard at the front. I think he had something for you before you leave.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Cool. So you guys start heading out of the building. You get kind of to the reception desk area. Not on this map, but oh well. And I assume you inquire at the guard?
Yeah. If
Guard,
they told us.
Lord Ragnos told us to speak with you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you fit the description. I was told by. I was told by our lord to give this to you, and he pulls out a sack that flumps under the table with a sound of coins. And he also said that, he said this should also be yours. Well, Lord Ragnos insisted on it. And he pulls out a great axe, which has been cleaned, though Caben still recognizes it as being Tycross's
Oh
axe.
shoot.
The blood axe.
The blood axe.
Well, it's not the weapon that slew our friend, but it has slain many others. I don't know.
I certainly don't want it. We'll put it that way.
It definitely took a piece of him.
We'll bring
Take
it
it.
with us. For the time being, we'll bring it with us.
Yep.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's the out of character reaction.
Yes. I said. I don't deny that we set up for this this quest for doing good and collecting a bounty, but it sure feels like a small price, or rather, not enough of a price, I should say. But then I pick up the bag.
Cool.
I don't count it. I just put it in my back or whatever, in my pocket.
Cool. So you guys head back to your tavern?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And at this point, obviously you got up a bit late because you were fighting till all hours of the night. So it's probably, with the walking, it's probably 3 or 4 o'clock. The sun's starting to get low on the horizon. And as you head back to the rusty porthole, Josh, your
Yo.
ship is
Oh.
just hitting the docks in
Yay.
Randuin's Bay.
Alrighty.
Well,
Takes
long,
you-
Jeeves.
Takes about a half hour for the captain to navigate into the harbor, and some of the ice has been broken away. There are a few ships that have actually set sail out of here earlier in the day, and the ship docks, gangplank goes down, and you walk onto the dock. What do you do?
First thing I immediately do is do this and stretch like that was a long journey.
It certainly was.
Then I look around and try and get my bearings and go, I don't even know how I'm going to do this.
I don't either.
I have complete confidence this will work out all fine. And I just start walking down the street.
Very well. Where do you go to?
I guess the first inn I can see.
Okay. You get to the Sailor Scimitar.
Oh.
Okay. So I guess I walk in, still doing the whole stretching thing, because I've just recently been on a ship for how many days, Travis, would you say?
Your travel would probably be about a week, I want to say.
Yeah, so I've been on a ship for a week.
Maybe a bit longer. Yeah, it's a week to 2 weeks, I think.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I go in and I go to the bartender and ask for a drink.
Yes, what can I get you?
A juice, please, and some information.
Sure.
Always juice or something.
Well, it's the middle of the day, I'm not getting drunk.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, man.
Not true.
Okay. Very well. Cool. So he comes back, gives you a drink, and says, "What kind of information were you looking for?"
I heard that an acquaintance of mine might be in town. She has white hair and purple eyes, and I'm looking for her.
Oh.
White hair and purple eyes.
Oh, shoot.
Pointy ears.
Pointy ear. Oh, what? Like a halfling or something?
No,
Usually a weird.
elf.
No. It's gnomes that have weird hair colors, right? I'm sorry. Elf?
Yeah, an elf.
I can't say I've seen anyone like that around. What was her name?
I have no idea.
Not a very close friend, then, eh?
I said an acquaintance. I didn't necessarily say a friend.
Ah, well. I apologize. I haven't seen her.
Do you know of any other inns that are around?
This is the docks. There's one every 2 blocks, probably.
The closest ones, then.
So your friend's in the city here?
I've been led to believe so, yes.
You've been led to believe she's in this country.
Oh, in this country, I guess.
Nope.
I don't want you to metagame it too hard. Ah, well. The port cities are quite popular. You may find her here. I'm not sure where to direct you, though. I haven't met this person.
Hmm. Well, she is the quiet type. Is there any quiet, inns around?
Quiet inns? This is the docks. What, do you hear how loud these sailors are? And the sailors are actually not that rowdy. He kind of looks around. Well, they're usually loud.
It is the middle of the day. I can understand that.
It's reaching about the day when a lot of ships are departing, though, so quite a few actually.
Well, the ice melted, John or Travis?
No, it has not.
Lord Barrick blasted them out.
I'm gonna kill that son of
Uh,
I
okay.
say to Jeeves in conversation.
You realize Chief can't actually do it, as a heads up.
I know, he can't do
Jeeves has disappeared by this point.
Jeeves, where are you?
So,
Jeeves?
this guy has no idea.
Josh, yes. The guy
So,
has
like-
no idea. He hasn't heard of this person at all.
Oh, so other inns that are close by. Does he tell me, which ones are? Closest 3?
Other inns, there's the Tilted Mug, let's see, there's the Tilted Mug, there's the Red Salmon, I think the Yellow Mackerel's down toward the other end. I'm sure there are a few more that way.
Oh, God. Okay, so I say thank you, and I guess I pull out this random dice I have.
This random what?
Dice. Because I'm going to let this up to my luck to go which end I decide to go, because I don't want to metagame this.
Well, he told you in order of how close they are to your current location.
Oh, he told me in order?
Yeah, he told you kind of going
Scratch that
down
one.
the docks.
Would the barkeep have warned him about stuff that happened at the Yellow Mackerel?
No.
Okay.
So I guess I hit those inns in that specific order he gave me then.
Okay. Cool.
Since it's the logical thing to do.
You start asking around. And I actually think this is a good time for a quick break.
Yep.
We will pick up with Josh when we get back.
Break. We back in.
Josh playing question
No,
mark,
as-
question mark.
As one of our chat person says, well, time to re-roll a PC since you're not going to find the party. Re-roll, try again next time.
Alright, guys. We'll be back in 5 minutes ish, and sit tight, and we'll find out what happens with if Josh finds the party or not.
Dun dun dun!
Dun, 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 dun.
See you guys soon.